this Leetcode problem. So the name of the problem is number of zero-filled subarrays. Given an integer array nums, return the number of subarrays filled with zero. A subarray is a contiguous non-empty sequence of elements within an array. So let's take this sample test case, right? So what in order to solve this problem, let's define dp of I as number of subarrays that end at ith index, right, and are filled with zeros. So if we are able to find this array, then what's the solution to this problem? That will be just equals to the sum over all the I values of dp, right? So in order to find or calculate this dp array, what we can see is if the ith index itself is a 0, so there's always one option of starting and ending at that index. So we'll get a subarray of length 1. But if the previous index is also 0, like it is for this, we can basically extend it. So that is the only simple concept that will be used. So basically dp of I is equals to 1 if uh, nums of I equals to 0, else it will be 0 in the initialization process. So let's do this for this array, right? So uh, let's do below this. So this will be 0, this will be 0, this will be 1, this will be 1, this will be 0, this will be 1, this will be 1, and this will be 0, right, in the beginning. So this is the dp array, and after that we'll start looping from first index, right, and check if this is if this is 0 in the nums array or not. It is not, it is 3, right? So we don't have to do anything here. Now this is a 0, right? Now this is a 0, right? So let's check the previous index. Previous index is not 0, so we can't do anything. So number of subarrays that end here and are filled with zeros will remain 1. So let's go to this index now. This is 0 in nums array, and the previous index is also 0, so we can extend this previous index to end here instead, right? So this will become 2. Now this is not a 0 here, this is a 0, so this, but the previous index is not 0, so this will remain 1. For this 0, the previous index is a 0, so we can extend it again. This will remain a 0. Now let's sum this, right? 2 plus 1 3, 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, right, which is returned in the end. So let's code this approach up, right? Let's loop over every element in nums, and if x is 0, otherwise we'll initialize it with 0, right? And let's loop over nums now, or the indexes basically. If nums of I is 0 and nums of I minus 1 is 0, if both these conditions are true. So let's start from 1. If this is true, then what we can do is dp of I is equals to max of dp of I and dp of I minus 1 plus 1, right? And in the end we can just return sum of dp. So let's try running this code. So as you can see, we are passing the sample test cases. So let's try to submit the solution now. As you can see, we have passed all the test cases. So thanks for watching.